And we are live. What's going on, fellas? For another show, BMT in the building, a Black Man Travels. And unfortunately, fellas, I do have a little bad news today. We're going to get to it soon. I'm going to let a few people come on into the room. Some of you have already heard. We did the update in the group. Shout out to my bro, Eli Williamson. He hit me with this on WhatsApp maybe about 20 to 30 minutes ago. I wanted to see if some more information came out before I just did a live video on it, because I always want to make sure that I'm giving you brothers the right and updated news. So as more information is coming in, I'm going to relay it to you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are booking trips to Colombia. You've seen a lot of content. You want to come on out here, but we want you to be abreast of the news of what's going on with this COVID situation. Unfortunately, this COVID is very bad out here in Colombia right now. If I'm not mistaken, the beds are filled with COVID patients. A friend of mine caught COVID out there in Parque Years as well. So the COVID situation is bad. And because of that, the president just signed a new decree that goes into effect tomorrow, December 1st, 2020. So we're going to go through it. We're going to go ahead and read through the official decree of what the president signed once I get a few more guys in the room. Like I said, this COVID situation is pretty bad out here. Colombia is a very clean country, and they're doing, everybody's doing their due diligence, their hand sanitizers and wiping of the feet, spraying you down and all that good stuff before you enter the establishment. But unfortunately, the way they quote unquote designed this disease, or this airborne disease, or whatever you want to call it, it seems like it might morph into different things. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to cut the stream off. I just want to give you guys some information. But this is definitely not just no disease that just come out the blue out of nowhere. This is definitely created. Let's just put it out there. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want them to cut the stream down. I want you guys to get the information. All right, so we got 8 in the room. I'm gonna let a few more guys come on in the room, man. I'm down here in Medellin, Colombia. I'm having a great time, bro. Things are very different. Like I said, the COVID situation is pretty bad out here. So, things are like sparse, not really open. But I'm gonna tell you, the partying is still going on, fellas. The party is still going on. I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock in the morning, man. My neighbors party sun up to sundown damn near out here. So I don't even know which neighbors it is, because it seems like it's all of them. You want to knock on one person's door and say, hey, man, can you quiet it down? It's like 3 in the morning during the week. But it's like, well, I don't know where the music coming from. They party out here. They go in out here. And I believe that's why the president is kind of trying to shut things down, because he doesn't want a big COVID spike during the holidays. So I'm not upset, with him or anything like that. We can't be upset for, the president trying to protect, the people and the tourists and everything during these holidays, because the beds, if I'm not mistaken, are already filled. So let's go to this decree. We got 13 people in the room. Let's go ahead to this decree real quick. All right. Here. Shout out to Mr. Flip Flop, Greg, for dropping it into the link into the Facebook group. See if I can. I'm trying to scroll this. Okay, I'm going to go to the page and scroll it. Give me 1 second, guys, so I can scroll through it. All right, here we go. Closing of night liquor and nightclub sales establishments starting tomorrow. So you will not be able to go to any clubs or any bars tomorrow. Parque Years would basically be shut down. So if you got a trip, guys, you might want to try to change the dates on it to January. I believe so far it's supposed to be 30 days. Hold on. Let me read this before I closing up bars and clubs throughout the national territory of the Republic of Colombia from December 1st, 2020 to January 16th, 2021. All right. God damn it. Y'all can see that, can't y'all? Hold on. Get your ass off my screen. All right. The national government, through Decree 1550 of November 28th, 2020, partially modified Decree 1168 of August 2020, including again among the activities not allowed during a health emergency derived from COVID-19 pandemic. Discos and dance venues, the consumption of alcohol or beverages in public places and commercial establishments, and public and private events that generate crowds. So that means pretty much everything, Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is not going to stop a lot of stuff. Okay, they're still going to party, man. They're going to figure out some type of loophole. I mean, I don't see police knocking on the police. They're knocking on people's doors, trying to shut down parties unless it's really big. I'm already hearing rumors of people reading fincas. A finca is basically like a ranch, a private ranch, and they're gonna get their party on basically. So what I'm assuming right now is that the stores are going to be pretty much packed in the liquor section because you can buy your liquor wherever, but you can buy definitely in the grocery store. So if you are out here, you're hearing this, you probably want to go ahead and stock up on your alcohol right now. But this message is really for the brothers that have trips already planned through December 1st to January 16th, 2021. All right. The decree also indicates the closure of land and river borders of Colombia with Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela. Now, that does not mean you can't fly in and out of Colombia. You can still fly in, you can still fly out. I just want you guys to know that it's not going to be any partying within these next few weeks. I've here 30 days. I just read it was December 1st to January 16th. That looks like more like 45 days, but more information to come out as we're going through here. Let me see if we got any comments in the comment section. And this is very unfortunate, but I understand the move, man. Like I say, the COVID situation is bad out here in Colombia, so I understand the move. It's very disheartening because I know a lot of brothers are on the way out here. The Flyboy Way, what's going on? David, damn. Yeah, the Observer Melanin. Yeah, I'm glad I'm waiting until next March. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. This is very, very, very unfortunate right here, man. This is very unfortunate. I was thoroughly enjoying myself out here in Colombia. I'm moving to my permanent apartment tomorrow, or my monthly apartment tomorrow. So I got to do a quick move there. And I noticed yesterday, because Sundays it's like, the clubs are open, the bars are open, but it's not really a crowd like that. Everybody pretty much parties from Thursday through Saturday really is where, the crowds get good at. So I don't know if people are going to rush down to get that one last night in tonight. I'm not sure. I definitely know they're going to stock up on their liquor. So I might head to the store my damn self. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, guys, just want to give you, just give you guys an update. Now, let me see if I can find this post. Now, I'm in the Observer Mountain. I'm in the Poblado area right now, brother. I'm in the Poblado area. Now that we got that news update out the way, we got to address a little, not an issue, but just a video by a guy I don't consider really a PUA coach. A guy I respect his movement, AMS. He did a video. Let me see if I can find it in the group real quick, fellas. Let me see if I can find it in the group. And this is basically in response to, guys getting on the PUAs, because that's his. He might not be considered to be a POA, but that's his zone, that's his area, that's his little, crew or whatnot to be a PUA coach. That's his demographic, basically. So right now, it got foreign women ain't no better. All right. So shout out to the brother, okay, Akafor, for saying, is he speaking from personal experience, thoughts? I'm going to tell you right now, this guy has never left the country. Okay. He's never left the country. I don't believe he has a passport. I didn't even click on the video. I'm gonna watch it after this, but I already know what the brother's going to be saying about this. Okay. And is he being disingenuous? Yeah, to a certain degree he is. First off, let me just give you a little background on the dude AMS, okay? AMS, see, and this is why I don't like really, I'm not trying to call out brothers. I don't want to try to hurt brothers' hustle, but I gotta be genuine and tell the truth to my brothers. Okay, a lot of his information really came from the content and the work of Alan Roger Curry. I'm just gonna be honest with you, brothers. Okay, now the self-improvement, a lot of this stuff that he says, is true. I don't know how grown men need this type of information. I mean, I can see it's a lane for it. The way that AMS blew up is he was one of the first PUA coaches that spoke on this generation, this current millennial generation of dating during social media. That's why he really blew up. All right, lied to him, hit him to sleep, not hit him to sleep, but all that stuff that he makes comments on. And for the most part, I like his content. I'm not gonna front. I don't watch a lot of it because a lot of information I already know. A lot of information, especially in this group, because most of the guys in this group are over 30. You should already know. Okay, so he's just reiterating things that a lot of us already know. But there's a big market for that on YouTube because a lot of brothers are stuck in paralysis by analysis. Now, to address foreign women ain't no better. That's BS. Some of you guys saw the video. I'm not gonna post it on the YouTube channel because YouTube kind of get you out there a little too much. That's why I have a private group, Black Men Travels, that we're looking at right now. And as you saw, what you saw was a beautiful young Afro-Latino dancing salsa in my kitchen, cooking, right? Now, can you get that in the States? Of course you can. Of course you can. It's far and in between. It's like trying to find a needle in the haystack. Is the feminism reaching over to these foreign countries? Of course it is. And it's going to be that. But the juice, and many times, is still worth the squeeze. You still are able to find a good woman overseas, more so than you can find a good woman in the States. I'm just going to keep it real. Now, what AMS is doing right here is he wants to, because he's hearing the content coming from different travels. I'm sure he saw a video of Master Teacher. He probably watched a video of me and Kenny when we did Stocks Over Thoughts 4 about these PUA coaches. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to solidify his position, by saying, hey, you need me. You need to listen to my content. You need to buy my books. You need to get my consultations, even if you're traveling, which is total BS. And I'm going to put it out there. You don't need a PUA coach if you've got a passport, brothers, because women love men for the most part in these foreign countries. Now, like I said before, is there feminism? Yeah. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. Last night, I had a beautiful woman over, college student, gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. She's about to graduate from college to be a lawyer. And, not to try to compare the women that I had over, but I noticed, she offered me, she fixed some fruit. She didn't want a meal because it was kind of late. So I had a mango over here. She cut up the mango. And she offered me a couple of pieces. I'm like, no, I'm fine. But what I noticed is she didn't wash the plate and put it up like the other girl did. See, the other girl, the one that's dancing in the video that's in the group, and both of them were Afro-Latinos. One was 21, one was 23. After we ate, she washed the dishes, right? She put everything up, she cleaned up, she straightened up. And then, she checked on me and everything. We watched the movie. See, that right there is a sign of wifey material. That right there kind of put her in the upper echelon of being, on the team, basically. Now, the girl yesterday was more beautiful, and some might say. I mean, she had a banging ass body, I ain't gonna lie. It's the video of her in the group as well, but I had to take it down because of a hater. Anyway, she didn't wash her plate, man. Her plate's still sitting here, right now. She didn't wash her glass. She didn't wash the plate. She was very thankful. We had a very nice conversation. She enjoyed, teaching me a little more Spanish. She's like, I'm learning. That's good. And she was telling me about her graduating and everything. But that whole independent street, that whole corporate girl, that whole I'm smart, I'm super intelligent, I'm going to be this Oprah type of female. You got to watch those. And that's in every country. You got to watch it. These women that feel like a job or education makes them better than other. You know what I'm saying? That right there. And I get it. Everybody got to hustle. You know, you want to make money. You want to make money for your family and whatnot. But sometimes those women will elevate a corporate career over being a wife or even a mother. And those are the ones you got to watch a little bit. You know, I tell brothers all the time, I say, hey, man, you know, it's nothing wrong with getting one of these high-powered ranking lawyers or whatever, or, you know, do your thing. It's not my thing. You know, you saw what I like in the video. You know, I like to be the breadwinner of the relationship. That's just me. You know, I think it balances things right because I want my woman to be focused on what we have internally, you know, versus her working for somebody else. Because if your woman worked for another man, it's really his woman to be a certain degree. And I'm going to tell you, especially in South America, if your woman works for somebody, she's going to sleep with him. She's going to sleep with the boss. There's no sexual harassment out here in South America like that. That's just a little juice, for you guys. You know, in America, they kind of nip that in the butt a little bit. But in South America, in these foreign countries, if your woman works for some type of lawyer firm or whatever, she's going to sleep with the boss to keep her job. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. So, real quick, I just wanted to address this guy. No disrespect to AMS. I like the guy. The reality of it is, guys, I mean, a lot of stuff he's saying is going to be, he's just speaking in circles at this point. And a lot of stuff he got, and he admitted to it, came from Alan Roger Curry. He just basically updated, which is cool. You can do that. It's like a car, right? The car designers in the 70s, with the roll down windows, the guys from the 80s came and had automatic windows, okay? So it's okay to improve on somebody's information or content, to take it and adjust it, because Alan Roger Curry none of his stuff was up to date. Steve the Queen, that stuff just wasn't up to date. Lucario, his stuff is all over the place. The travel gang guys, the passport bros, we consistently show you receipts. Now, AMS is gonna get about 100,000 views off this video, right? And maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but it's disinformation. And they're gonna say, you know what? Before I go to Brazil, I better get me a consultation. They don't even speak 1-2 words of Brazilian Portuguese. Before I go to Colombia, I better get me a consultation. That's what he's trying to say, because they're the same everywhere. We all know about female nature, fellas. Come on now. We should all know about now. A woman's going to be a woman. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? We have a nature. They have a nature. But, these guys are just trying to stay in a certain lane because they see that in 2021, brothers are seeing receipts and they're hearing testimonies, right? When the last time you seen a receipt or a testimony from somebody that had a consultation with Alan Roger Curry? I'll wait. When the last time you had a testimony or a receipt from somebody that had a consultation with Lucario? I'll wait. Have you seen it? You go on the Facebook group, I can show you 3,000 brothers on my Black Men Travels that's consistently showing receipts. Let's just scroll down a little bit here, fellas. Let's just scroll down. Let's see what we see here. Let's see if we can see some photos here. There you go. There's another one. Let's see. It's still loading. I don't know what that was. There you go. More receipts. That's Cartagena. Are these women feminists? No, I seriously doubt it. Got a vote right there. Oh, this brother right here, because this brother who Strackman. Oh man, he got him. Okay, so that's the video. I didn't want to show it on the YouTube because I didn't want put it out there too much. But I'll show you a quick clip since we scrolled on it. So yeah, just showing you a little quick receipt. Let's see some more receipts. Let's just scroll to. Okay, sorry, this content isn't available right now. Let's scroll off that. I just want to see the Dane coach show us some receipts, fellas. There go my boy Gooch. Shout out to Gooch. That's not Nairobi. You got brothers out here in these groups, man, on top of the networking that we're doing here, fellas. On top of the networking that we're doing here. The group is exploding right now. Let's go back to the stream. All right. There we go. Yeah, the group is exploding right now. Let's see some of these comments. Shane Powell. Facts. I see overweight men all the time with bad foreign women married. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We got 51 in the chat. That's what's up, bro. So let me give you guys an update since we got 55 in the chat. So I know most of you just got in here. The borders are closed. The land borders are closed, meaning you cannot drive in or out of Colombia. You still can fly in and out. You do need a PCR test, I believe. I believe they are doing the test again. You might even need a test to leave Colombia. I'm still waiting for some of the details to come out. But if I'm not mistaken, you might even possibly need a test to leave this country, Colombia as well. Let me scroll a little bit. Let me. I don't want YouTube to start hating on the brother stream. Yeah, they'll shut you down real quick. We'll just leave it right there. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. So now, give you guys a quick update again. Starting tomorrow, all the bars, okay, all the nightclubs, all the discotheques will be closed. Strip clubs, everything will be closed. Anything with some type of crowd, there's no parties, no nothing. You can't even buy alcohol. They did this Halloween weekend. And they're doing this because of the holidays and this large spike of COVID here in Colombia. So if you are flying in, if you just want to say, man, I got the States, if you're flying in, if you have a network, you'll be okay. If you can do a little pipelining, you'll be okay. You know, for me, since I live here now, it's not too bad. I'm moving to my permanent apartment tomorrow. I'm gonna still enjoy myself. Put it to you that way. I'm still gonna have a good time. So you plan on coming. If you been here before and you already have, your team, you already been pipelining, then you just gonna have you a little get together in your apartment or in your villa or wherever, maybe even in your hotel. This is why I suggest the brothers to always get Airbnbs with a little kitchenette for situations like this. Because if you're in a hotel, a hotel, man, is kind of like you don't get a chance to get a girlfriend experience, really. It's just a bed, kitchen. These women out here like to cook, man. I'm telling you right now, these women rather cook than go out, really talk. I mean, they'll go out, to meet you and everything. Oh, excuse me. They order food and whatnot. But a lot of these, the Latina culture is really, they love to cook out here, bro. I'm telling you. A Latino woman is more excited when she comes to your crib and she opens up the refrigerator and sees the things that she like in your refrigerator. She sees the seasonings that she like. If you got spaghetti, something like that, she's more excited to do that than just, always be out and about. For the most part. Now, you got to have your girls that want to, party every goddamn night. You're going to have your party girls. But this is why I suggest always getting the Airbnb. But you got to be careful. With the Airbnbs here, you want to make sure it's up to your standards. Now, some guys, don't mind exposed mold and, broken bath. Some guys don't mind that. For me, my homeboys call me bougie. Yeah, I'm a little bougie. I'm from Atlanta. We on some player shit. So my shit got to be nice. My joint got to be nice. I'll pay a little extra, to have some marble flows up in this joint. But that's just me. Yeah, Airbnb does have Netflix. Or you just bring your Fire Stick, man. I brought my Fire Stick out and I brought my Roku. Yeah, so it's funny, man, because all these Airbnbs have this no party policy. When I say they party out here, man. I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. in the morning, and I didn't want to knock on nobody's door. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out where the music coming from. It's coming from damn near every apartment. I'm like, damn, what are y'all partying for? It's Sunday. It's 3 o'clock in the damn morning. All you hear is doom, 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 doom. A rebuy, you hear that little that reggaeton all night long. And I'm like, okay, I'm happy, brother, but it's 3:30 damn goddamn morning. Brother ready to go to sleep. I had company over, so it was all good. But you're going to hear some noise out here, man. And the people are very genuine. They're very friendly. Hell, one even invited me in, and I'm just like, no, I'm good, man. They're like, nah, come on in, man. I'm like, bro, I'm Gucci. So the people are very friendly here, man. So that's the update, guys. I know it's disappointing a lot of you guys. If you could push a trip, I would suggest push a trip. Unless you got friends already over here that's kind of network in. Because I'm going to tell you right now, what's going to happen within these, I think it's like, 45 days. What's going to happen is there's going to be a whole lot of finca parties. Finca is nothing but like a private ranch. They was doing it during Halloween. People are going to still party. Like I say, the liquor stores are probably going to be packed right now. This is a little disappointing, but I understand the move by the president. All right. Oh, mile. They are locking things down from December 1st to January 16th. Let me go over the decree again. Let me just reread it for you guys. I know a lot of you guys just came in the room. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up. All right. Shout out to Mr. Flip Flop once again. All right. Closing of night liquor and nightclub sales. Hold on. Let me make sure it's on the screen. Yeah, here we go. It's on the screen. All right. Closing of night liquor and nightclub sales establishments starting tomorrow. Closing of bars and clubs throughout the national territory of the Republic of Colombia from December 1st, 2020 to January 16th, 2021. The national government, through Decree 1550 of November 28, 2020, partially modified Decree 1168 of August 2020, including, again, among the activities not allowed during the health emergency derived from the COVID-19 pandemic, discos and dance venues, the consumption of alcohol beverages in public places and commercial establishments, and public and private events that generate crowds. I know it's all over the place, folks, because it's translated from Spanish, so that's why it's it's a little off a little bit with the grammar. The decree also indicates the closure of the land and river borders of Colombia with Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela. So I want to focus on the land and river borders. So meaning that you can still fly in or fly out, but you're going to need a COVID test. Okay, you'll need a COVID test again. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a possibility that you might need a COVID test to actually leave the country. So it's very unfortunate, fellas. It's very unfortunate. If I suggest, because I know I got a couple of friends coming out here, I'm gonna tell them, man, if you can push your trip back, go ahead and push your trip back because you don't want to miss out on the nightlife. I mean, the nightlife is pretty much everything now. Once again, the women are very approachable in Colombia. If you know a little Spanish, you still can get it in. Tinder is very good out here. Colombia Cupid, man, bro, I'm on a live stream. Colombia Cupid is good, and they're very approachable. You can approach them in the stores. If you're bold, you'll get numbers all day long. Okay, and you'll be okay. I'll put it to you that way. And this can kind of work in your favor a little bit, fellas, especially if you already, been testing the girl or you've already took her out once. This can kind of work in your favor because now they're going to come straight to your apartment or straight to your villa, whatever you rented, straight to your hotel because there's nothing else to do. So they're going to get bored. They're going to want to get out the house. This is kind of, I ain't going to say it's a W because you want to go out, you want to have a drink. I'm about to hit the liquor store. I actually have a bottle of liquor already, but it's a little gone. So I'm about to go back to the store and stock up, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the update, fellas. If you are coming down here during this time frame, I suggest if you don't have a network of people or friends already, you might want to push it back to after January, maybe February, maybe March. Hopefully the COVID numbers settle down a little bit once they figure out, how it's spreading, quote unquote, how it's morphing, quote unquote. We don't want to get the stream shut down, but they really pushing the agenda. And you know what's funny to me, though? I'm gonna tell you what's funny, man. There's so many ways to beat this shit. It's so many ways. They're so focused on the vaccine, not focused on just telling you to build your immunity up. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many ways to build your immunity up, especially when you're traveling. I've mentioned it plenty of times before, your black seed oil, man, your vitamin D, going outside. If you just walk, getting the ultraviolet rays from the sun, if you find yourself getting congested, don't go to bed. Don't go to sleep. Don't lay up thinking like it's just a little day cold. Get outside, man. They try to isolate you almost to kill you off. Isolation is dangerous. Okay. Isolation is dangerous when you want to build your immunity. So, I'm not getting into the medical issues of that. Some of you guys already know how I feel about that. I'm just going to say Irish sea moss, black seed oil, and vitamin D. And, you know, you don't have to be around people. You still can keep your distance. I'm not saying go out into crowds of people if you feel any symptoms. All I'm saying is, you know, with this right here, laying down in the bed like it's a cold, you know, it's not the best move. A lot of guys I know have caught COVID. A lot of guys have been able to self-medicate themselves. Now, yeah, you want to, once you really get it, you want to isolate yourself, most definitely. But if you feel yourself coming down with it, man, I'm telling you, get your ass out there in that sun and go walking and sweat a little bit. Sweat that shit out. You know, get some real vitamin D. Eat some fruit. Get you some vitamin C. You know, eat healthy. Don't smoke. You know, put the hookah sticks down. Put the you know, marijuana down. You know, so that's just my suggestion. Like I said, I don't want the stream shut down. You know, this is very unfortunate. Let me put it that way. We got 7 in the room. I'm going to go through the comments real quick, fellas. Let's go here. Brother, your name is a little too long, but I'm going to read your comment. Man, I was booked for January. Oh, well. Hey, brother, maybe you can push it back to late January, man. A lot of these tickets got free exchanges, man. So hopefully you can push it back. Al Mile on the 14th. But brother, you know, like I say, well, if they quit the quarantine on the 16th, you might be okay. You might still be. I don't know if you want to push it back a couple of more days, but if you fly in on the 14th, you know, you can sell it in your spot, you know, get settled, maybe, you know, stock up on some groceries, depending on if you got an Airbnb or hotel room, and then maybe hopefully on the 16th, things might be back popping. All right, this means I have to go back to DR and Tijuana. What the hell? Yeah, I know a lot of brothers. I see a lot of brothers in the comments saying, because they was on their way. They saw the videos that we were posting and the interviews. A lot of them was on their way. Amon, I'm salty. I'm supposed to be there on the 12th. I know, man. Hey, yeah. Shane, that's right. Shane Powell made a good point. Definitely get travel insurance, fellas. Definitely get travel insurance. MJ Hines, my boy. Man, I was going to be there from the 11th to the 18th. Bro, I'm hurt. I was ready for mango action. Well, you can still get that. You can still get that. How did you meet Shorty on the video? I met her in Poblado Park. I'm not traveling until spring because the vaccine should be out widespread. Yeah, that vaccine, I mean, they're having a lot of issues with that vaccine, brother. You know, I want to go so deep, but I'm not going to go deep, brother. I'm not going to go deep. This stream was just to give you guys a Colombian update. You know, I don't want them to cut the stream down. But it's a whole association with that, Rockefeller Oil, petroleum. I mean, it's a whole little thing they got going on with those vaccines and petroleum-based vaccines. That's going to make a lot of people ultra wealthy. They already ultra wealthy, but it's going to make them more powerful. But we don't get into that, man. It's very unfortunate that it seems like there's no one in the corner of the common people. Unfortunately, these vaccines, take it at your own risk, man. Take it at your own risk. All right. They might mess around and extend it. I'll wait till I know it's open for sure before I'm going. That's very smart. That's very intelligent, Stephen Oleya. I hope I pronounced your last name right, brother. All right. We got Tony, 5563. Yes. How good does your Spanish need to be to pick up girls in Colombia? Your Spanish doesn't have to be good to pick them up, brother Tony, but to maintain a relationship with them is important. I'm going to tell you, because when you pull out a translator, because they'll come to your spot, they'll go out with you, and they'll be patient with you not knowing a lot of Spanish, but just knowing a few key words is big. I had company over last night, and you know, I understood about 30% of what she was saying. They're gonna keep talking to you with it. You know, they're patient with it. They're very patient. But let me sum this up. I don't want to be too long-winded here. I want to get to the next comment. To attract them, you do not need to know any Spanish at all. Just very basic words. Como estás hoy? How's your day? You know, just very basic. But to maintain a relationship with them, you need to be learning Spanish. I study Spanish 3 to 4 hours a day, put it like that, because there's nothing worse than having a beautiful woman in your crib, dog, and you can't communicate with them. The translator is cool, but they kind of huff and puff, and they got to keep bringing it out because they really want to talk to you. They really want to find out about you. They're very interested in American men. So you want to get that Spanish down for sure. All right. BW say, just tune in. What happened in Colombia? They shut Colombia down. You can fly in if you have a PCR test, and you can fly out if you have a PCR COVID test. But the bars, the nightclubs, the discotheques are closed. From December 1st to January 16th. So you have a book. I'm sorry. If you have a trip planned, I suggest, unless you are a veteran traveler to Colombia and you already have a network of friends and family out here, I suggest you push it back until you see what they're going to do, which might be into January 16th. I suggest you just wait until you buy your ticket because they might extend it depending on the COVID numbers. All right. MJ Hines 3 says, man, I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but it's something wrong. There's something going on. I'm just saying. Most definitely, brother. The Observer Melon says, Google Translate is all you need. This is true, but I'm telling you from experience, when you get these women to your house or you on a date with them women, bring out Google Translate. It does kind of mess up the vibe, brothers. You know, if you know what I mean, you out there, you got her on your couch. You know, you vibing, you got the nice little reggaeton or the Paisa music playing in the background. You got your view, and you trying to sell the deal, and you put out a Google Translate, she might have a little second thoughts, because these are women, man. It's a very romantic culture. So just imagine if you just got some words down, you would be in the game. So my suggestion is at least get some phrases down. Like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You have my heart. Just little things like that. They eat that stuff up, man. I'm telling you, they eat that stuff up. And these women out here are gorgeous. Me and my boy Mick was walking we were just walking around the park. And I'm gonna tell you guys, Parker Yarris just doesn't have mangoes. Parker Yarris has regular women around as well. So you got to you'll tell which ones, you'll know which one difference. But once you walk around the little Parker Yarris area, like that little whole general area, it's regular women as well. And you're going to run into them. And they choosing hard, folks. Let me put it to you that way. They choosing hard. And it's funny, man, because in the States, you kind of are restricted to the women maybe 5 to 10 years younger than you. Out here, I'm telling you, man, they could be 22, 23, 21, and they're very interested in you, bro. Like the age does not matter whatsoever. You could be 50, 51. As long as you're in shape and dress nice and smell good, they're going to be interested on you for a long-term relationship. So if you just get a few words down for meeting them in the street, cuál es tu nombre, what is your name? Just like I said, how's your day been? Stuff like that. It goes a long way to get them back to your spot. And now that the bars and the restaurants and everything are going to be closed, it's going to be even easier. I think it's just the clubs. I think the restaurants are still going to be open. I believe so. All right. I didn't mean to be too long-winded there. Let's go down here. Chris Trips. He says, I just hope they don't do the same in Brazil and try to do a shutdown. I'm supposed to do 23 days of the uncanceled carnival. Yeah, that's a nice little stretch, bro. 23 days. But you need that amount. All right. Bati Thug. Not conspiracy theory already. The vaccine ain't even out there yet. Okay, my brother MJ Hines 3 said, with the way my job set up, I will have to wait until May or June now. I'm so sick. Damn, brother. Sorry for that, man. It's bad news. Okay, good question. How hard is it to get high-speed internet in Colombia? It's not hard at all. Out of all the Airbnbs I believe that this will be my 4th Airbnb I'm going to tomorrow. Only one of them didn't have good internet. It was just one. Colombia is pretty advanced out here. It's not like Japan or something, where you got like 6G or something crazy like that. But you could definitely do video streaming out here. you can, watch your Netflix with no problems out here. So the internet is pretty good. Now, I will say this to Tony. You can download the app. I don't know the exact name of the app, but you can download the app to your phone. And it's like a internet Wi-Fi meter, right? That gauges the speed of it. If you go there, right, and you see it's not the speed that you want, because some guys are doing like video streams where they're working, they're doing Zoom calls, and people don't know they're out the States. They switch their VPN numbers and stuff like that. So if that's the case, in your Airbnb, you can cancel right away and get a full refund. I've done this a couple of weeks ago. Just tell them, hey, the Wi-Fi is bad, or I can't hook up to it, and I'm a school teacher. I need it. They will give you a full refund. Them refunds at Airbnb be kind of sticky. So, if you get slow Wi-Fi, like I said, I suggest you cancel right away within like 3 to 4 hours of you being there. Is Cuba open? I'm not sure. Is Cuba open right now, Al? I'm not sure. All right, Eric Hebron, the shutdown is from tomorrow, December 1st to January 16th, but keep in mind it can be extended. So I think that's about 45 days, brothers. Man, we got 84 in the room. That's what's up. Yes, Van Lee, I did move to Colombia. I got a video coming out, guys. I've been editing this video about how to move overseas, okay? Is this a permanent move? It's not a permanent move, but I'm going to be out here in South America for a while. And I'm going to tell you in the video, all my little steps to getting prepared. So I'm editing that video now. It should be out by Wednesday. Yes, 30 days, brother. Mr. International, what's going on, brother? How you get Wi-Fi on your phone without an address in Colombia? I just got a SIM card from who I got a SIM card from. And I also have a video. I'm putting a video out as well, fellas, of where to get a SIM card when you're out here in Colombia. I'm with Tigo. Tigo is supposedly the best data plan you can get out here in Colombia. All right. Okay, I got called. Man, a lot of guys are hitting me up. Damn. Hey, my WhatsApp guys has blown up with guys asking me about what's going on with Colombia. All right, so I think I answered all your questions, fellas. If you have any questions, appreciate it. I'm sorry, I didn't see the super chat. Kwekeu Asia. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat, brother. Hopefully you're still listening. Damn, please, in the side, can you share Al Gree's channel info? I don't know I think Al Gree's has a channel, brother. Do me a favor, inbox me in a group, because I think you asked me that in a group as well. Inbox me and I can get you Al Gree's information. So let's see if we got any more. Yeah. Uh-oh. All right. All right, Mayor of Clowns. Damn, no more white girls for the brothers. They're not white girls out here, brother. All right, Tony, 5563 asks, DR versus Colombian girls. Man, it's a big difference, bro. It really is a big difference. I want to put this in the right way. I don't want to, dissuade brothers from going to the DR. Dominican women get a lot of game from the States, from New York in particular, unfortunately. So some Dominican women, man, are going to run the same game, the gringo game that's going to get ran on you in the States. Now, are there some beautiful, genuine Dominican women? Of course they are. But you got to get out of the tourist areas. You cannot be in Sosua looking for love, fellas. The countryside women. I love the Dominican Republic. I'm telling you, I love that country, man. I've had nothing but good stories from that country. I love the Dominican Republic. I'm sorry. So it's hard for me to compare, but I will say in Colombia, they are very, first of all, let's be honest, okay? They're a little bit more educated out here in Colombia. You know what I mean? They're just, the education is a little bit better. More of them speak a little English, or broken English rather. It's more of a romance. They're not, the average Colombian woman does not care about your money, fellas. Let me stress that out here, okay? They do not, they want you to be successful in whatever your endeavors are, and that's any woman on the planet. to just address a little bit, to go back to the AMS video that's saying far women are no better, which is BS, disingenuous. He wants to use his services to make money because he see a lot of guys are getting their passports because the travel game bros, shout out to Kenny Taylor, are showing receipts. We showing receipts, and they cannot provide receipts. Now, somebody said that AMS be going showing receipts. He went out on a video with a bride. Whoop-de-woo. He went out on a video with one female. Big deal, brother. You can't go out on a date with a female in the States. We didn't say we can go out on dates with them. We just said the juice is worth the squeeze 9 times out of 10. Not to say that there are no good women in the States. Let me clarify that. There are some good women in the States. But to answer your question, brother, I don't want to be too long-winded here. If you're looking for a genuine relationship, you're better off in Colombia. I'm just going to put it like that. You're better off in Colombia because you're far enough from the matrix to where you might get a little of that matrix residue, but not much. And hopefully guys will come out here messing it up, tricking it up, throwing money. I was at a dance hall, quote unquote, yesterday, listening to a little, service, and not one Colombian guy threw money on the stage. They make it work for it out here in South America, fellas. So just keep that in mind. All right. Chris Trips. I speak Spanish. Shout out to you, brother. Studied for 7 years, and I'm back to studying Portuguese. BMT. Some don't understand Google Translate is easy, but it gets old fast. Yeah, brother. I'm telling you, it gets old very fast. Now, on the initial meeting of her, they don't mind you pulling it out like when you first meet them. But when they started really wanting to know you, they start really feeling you, putting out a Google Translate, man, will really just kind of unintentionally just kind of slow up the vibe. It breaks up the vibe a little bit. I've had this happen. I've had this happen several times already out here. So, brothers, if you want to be a traveler, man, you're going to have to invest and learn a different language. Right now, I'm doing gritty Spanish. And for me, gritty Spanish is the best option because it's real conversations. Learning a bunch of words on Rosetta Stone is cool, but keep in mind that you want to put those words and conjugations together. All right. So it's cool that you know what door is and what wall is and what clothes are and stuff like that. But you want to be able to put the words together as well. You want to be able to respond and be able to understand them. And you want to train your ear to understand Spanish. This right here, this place, Colombia, is the perfect country to learn Spanish. All right. Al, brother, I appreciate that. Super chat. Okay, let me finish off. Learn Spanish, you can negotiate better and conversate. Yes, most definitely, Chris. Tips. All right. Appreciate the super chat, brother, the $2. Do you do consultations? I want to come to Colombia. Yeah, brother. If you haven't joined the group, join the group and inbox me and Black Man Travels, and you can take care of. We got everything set up for you. We got a guy I picked you up from the airport. He's a Colombian, but he lived in America for a while. Good dude. He picks up people from the airport all the time. He can show you the lay of the land. We can book some tours for you. So we got everything set up for you, brother. All right. The Observer Melanin. Man, we got A6 in the room. I appreciate that, brothers. $600 to $800 a month for an upscale apartment. Oh, yeah, most definitely. In Poblado, man. If you don't speak a lot of Spanish, if you're unfamiliar, I would suggest staying in Poblado area because it's very nice. It's very secure. There's a lot of police. Everybody's very friendly. It's in the upper scale neighborhood of Medellin, basically, and you're going to run into a lot of Americans. I'm going to tell you real quick. I don't know why I even did this yesterday. So Sundays is where a lot of people go running. They shut down some of the roads here, a couple of lanes, and people go running and go bike riding. It's very beautiful out here. I did a video of that as well. I'm editing that right now. So I see two white guys, right? And I walk up to them and I'm like, "Hey guys, ¿cómo estás?" And they're just like, oh, no. We. I said, man, relax, guys. I'm from America. They just bust out laughing. So cool guys, man. I believe one of them was from Marietta, one of them from Texas or something like that. And that's another thing you like about traveling, man. A lot of those matrix programming, not to say we can't kick it and chill with other guys, other races in the States, but it's just more calm. It's just like relax, when you meet another American, whether he's white, blue, green, or yellow, the language is going to bond you. I was in the park yesterday, and it was this, it was this white guy. It was this white guy trying to talk to this chica, and he's like, how do you say I want to get your number? I'm like, bro, you saying it slow, they ain't gonna understand. And I went over there. I say, I told her, I said, quiet as tu nombre, tu tienes WhatsApp. He was like, oh, appreciate you, bro. You speak Spanish? I'm like, no, I just know a little Spanish. So things like that, man. The basics. All right. Yes, you can get a very nice apartment. I suggest Poblado area. Shout out to my brother, Brandier around the world. We got 87 in the room. That's what's up. Now, Brandier says, I love both countries, DR and Colombia. It's like apple or oranges. Both are fruits, but different. I love fruit, especially mangoes. Yeah, that's very true. That's why I say I didn't really want to do a comparison, man, because listen, Brazil, DR, and Colombia is what I call the triangle, the brotherhood triangle. And I've had some of the best experiences in my life in all three countries. It's lovely. And guess what? Once again, I keep reiterating, but you don't need 101 Mackin techniques from Steve the Dean to enjoy yourself in Latin America. You better off using that money to take Spanish courses or Spanish lessons. All right. Chris Trips, will you venture to other parts of Colombia like Cartagena, Barranquilla, or Santa Marta? Most definitely. I went to Cartagena and Barranquilla a couple of weeks ago and had a very good time. I'm gonna get with Brandier because Brandier knows how to move in Cartagena. He can tell me where to go because the Cartagena can be very expensive if you don't know how to move out there. It's a very touristy town. It's like an upper echelon of tourist people in Colombia as far as Cartagena. So yeah, Barranquilla is cool. I didn't get to experience the nightlife in Barranquilla because I was booed up out there, unfortunately. And these, let me tell you guys something. In these little cities outside of like the tourist cities, if you go to like Barranquilla, for instance, because that's not known as a tourist city, and you're American, they're gonna lock you down, bro. They're gonna lock you down immediately. I was going to bed at like 9 o'clock every night. I'm like, we're gonna go out tonight, baby. What's up? She's like, no, you're drunk. I'm like, I had one beer. Yes, but it's very dangerous. You gotta stay here. You're drunk. I'm like, I had one beer. We watching Netflix every night. We're in the bed by 9 o'clock. And I'm sitting here like, hey, this is kind of, we don't want to go to the bar or a little club or something, baby. She's like, no. And the reason they do that is because if you walk on any bar or any club, fellas, in Barranquilla specifically, a place that's not a tourist area, they see that you're American, those girls will approach you right in front of the girl. They'll sit there and try to say something in Spanish. I was at a bar, and this chick was just screaming in my ear something. And I didn't understand what she was saying, man. She could have been saying, hey, here's my number. I'm going to drop the draws. I see you with your girl. Meet me here. And that's how it is out here. Like, as soon as your girl go to the bathroom, they're going to be eyeing you, trying to get you. Because, Americans, they look at Americans like you come from the big boy. You come from, the big city, the big country with all the money and all the power. So, and then your culture as Black American culture is extremely popular, okay? It's extremely popular. The rap, hip hop, man, it's changed everything, brothers. They love Kobe Bryant. They love the Lakers out here for some reason. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, so I don't know why, but you see Lakers out here all day. They sell Lakers jerseys out here. That's probably the only NBA jersey I see sold out here. They love rap music, bro. They love rap music out here. They play it just as much as they play reggaeton. All right. Oh, man, we got 94 in the room. That's what's up. Let me drop a link. I'm going to drop a link, man. See if any of you brothers want to come on real quick. We might hit 100 today, fellas. Hey, my brother, I just dropped a link in the chat. Kamal Brooks, man, you wild, man. He said, I'm still coming. I don't give a F, basically. Okay, here we go. Van Lee, my brother Van Lee. Shout out to Van Lee. You fly out the Afro Latinas to the Matrix and she get in the Instagram following. It's a wrap. You made the right. Hey, Hey, Van Lee, we had a full conversation on that. Branger says your device not connected, brother. Yeah, we had a full conversation about bringing girls back to the matrix. And it's really, I'm going to tell you like this, bros. Okay. If you bring a woman, let's say 21 to 30, possibly, she's a dime. You might have some issues with. I'm not gonna lie, but if you bring a grown woman, man, who just want to be settled, you might not have an issue because my dad's best friend married a Brazilian woman and brought her to the States, and he hasn't had any issues. Right? He's married her to like, damn, at least 25 years. So it really depends on the female, man. Some of these females, you know, they really enjoy being comfortable, man. You gotta understand that if you're pulling a girl out of a barrio, which is like a favela here, or the hood, basically, and she's old enough to recognize the value of what you did for her, and she's thankful, you might have a rider for life. There's some riders out here, especially in Brazil. So, yeah, if you bring a little young chick who, you know, you should be able to see that. They'll tell you what they got going on immediately. If she's on Instagram and she's got like 10,000 followers, she want to be a rapper or she want to be a model, then yeah, you're going to be like, okay, you know, I might not want to bring this one back to the States. But I'm not going to just say you can't bring one back to the States. I don't suggest it. I keep them in their cities. I have a beautiful woman in Barranquilla right now that wants to come to Medellin, and I don't break the rules. I said, no, you're going to stay your ass in Barranquilla because I got to get me a woman in Medellin. I got to get me one in Cartagena. I got to get me one in Barranquilla. Well, I got one in Barranquilla. So, you know, you fly out and you already hit the ground running. All right. Kamal Brooks, appreciate the $5 super chat. Brad, you're about to bring you on, brother. Burn my COVID test. I'm still coming on the 4th. I don't give a F. All right. AMS ain't traveling international. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's being disingenuous, man. He's hearing he's hearing guys. See, the problem with the travel gang and the passport bros like me, Kenny Taylor, Master Teacher, Taylor Made, Bo Rakes, you know, Flip Flop. There's so many more. It escapes me, you know, right now. But the problem with us is we show receipts. We're out there. We're living it, right? And these brothers are happy. We're happy. And we don't have to get consultations to, you know, talk to a beautiful woman, bro. And that's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. Now, okay, I'm going to bring you guys on the show in 1 second. I've asked the brother O'Shea to bring us on a Sunday Rumble a couple of times. I don't know if the PUA coaches don't want to do it. I say, hey, man, let's go live. Respectfully have a discourse, all right, on women, you know, and brothers networking and traveling the world. You know, it could be very respectful, but they don't want to bite. They're scared because they know that if we come on there, we're going to show receipts and they can't show us receipts. All right. Let me get this super chat and we're going to bring everybody on to the show. Charles Explorers, $5 super chat. Shout out to Branjour. He shot you out, Branjour. Look at the super chat, brother. I'm so mad I didn't take his Moderna advice quadruple since he mentioned it. Oh, damn, it did. Oh, I'm mad too. Damn, Moderna. So you talking about the stock. Branjour, you there? Let me bring Branjour on. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on? You see the super chat?
The fly, but what's good, General? What's going on? Oh, shout out to Branjour. I'm so mad I didn't take his Moderna advice. Quadruple says he mentioned it. Yeah, it's at 153 right now.
God damn it.
I should have made 50,000 on it just off that, but I'm doing the play between BioNTech, Moderna, the CureVac. There's a couple of them are just plain off. But think about it, Charles, explore. You're gonna make your money anyway. Remember, December 6th, that's when they're going live with the cure. So therefore, the first person out is BioNTech. Right now, they're $124. I made like what? Since last week, I made like 10,000 off that, but I made like 3,000 today. I should have made like 8 to 10,000 today, but I didn't. So I messed up because instead of going to BioNTech, because remember, Novavax started at 119 and went up to 146, and then that was like $23 swing. You could have easily made a couple of thousands, maybe 10,000 today. But between Novavax, BioNTech, and Moderna, remember Moderna went from 123 to 153. It should be around 150 something. But the play right now is CureVac. CureVac is there. EBS is there. Remember, there's like 6 different plays that are playing right now. Tomorrow is going to be BioNTech. Why BioNTech? Because BioNTech is going at 123 right now, $123. But remember, November 6th, when everything hits, they're going to blow up to like almost $200. So they're going to go from 123 to $200 within a week. So, so the play now, yes, you can't make the money in Moderna because Moderna already it moved up. But the thing is, it's going to have retraction pretty soon. Moderna's going to have retraction. I don't know when, but when it have retraction, I'll come back into it. But my money, because Moderna is long place 153, I went to BioNTech. BioNTech is it started today at 112, and it went up to 124. So, and it's real slow. But like I said before, they went for approval. They have the first approval of the vaccine. And once the approval comes in, all the money that's in store is going to come out. And they're thinking that $28 billion in market cap. So when the market cap comes in, they're going to be somewhere around 30 to 40. That's going to double. So you're talking about 126 to 200 by December 5th. So if you want your long play or the play that you can't get in right now will be BioNTech.
Dude, I'm about to buy it right now. You said it's at 126?
BioNTech is at 124. I can tell you right now because I got my tea going. I'm sorry, let me take off my tea.
Oh, so this is not Moderna. This is
Well, Moderna right now is too high. If you didn't get in Moderna, like we got it like a $43, $45. If you didn't get in Moderna within the last 2 weeks, it blew from $74 to $153 today. So it doubled and it makes $70 in 2 weeks. If you didn't get the Moderna play, then you're kind of late on it. And so what's going to happen now is Moderna. Okay, first of all, please let's back it up. Moderna, Buffett just put $175 million into Moderna, right?
Damn it, I missed on that.
Yeah, so when Buffett put $175 billion into Moderna, all the big boys started coming in. So now all the 401ks and everybody else started putting money in Moderna, and they flew out. So now you have Buffett that put $173 million in there. You have the 401ks and everybody else are putting money into it. So therefore, me and you, unless you playing with 30, 40,000, and even then, it's not even a thing. So it's to me, it's a little too rich for my blood right now, 153. So there should be some contraction with it pretty soon because they're not coming out until probably December like 12 to 15. That's when Moderna is going to come out with there after they got approval. They just went for approval today, authorization today. That's why they blew up yesterday because another company did bad. That's when their money came up.
Okay, real quick, they're asking what the symbols are, man. I got Moderna, Pfizer, and what's the other one?
Okay, no, forget Pfizer. Pfizer doesn't make no money. Yes, Pfizer's a good company, but they're around $33. Pfizer's a nonprofit. So Pfizer runs with BioNTech. Pfizer and BioNTech are the RMNA. They deal with that. But Pfizer doesn't make money. If you notice, Pfizer's somewhere around $35, $34. They don't make money. They're nonprofit. But BioNTech, which is a German company, was subsidiary of Pfizer, right? They make money. And that's the one at 123, 124 right now. Because I think I put money in today. I don't know. I made a couple of thousands today off them.
Okay, hold on, real quick. What's the how you say that? What's the symbol?
BioNTech?
Yeah. No, what symbol is?
Let me look at my portfolio, man. I can tell you because I got everything in my stuff.
Okay, is it BNTX?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Let me get in my stuff. Because I got it all here. I got all my stickers. I got Moderna 154, Novavax 142, SBE, which is switchback energy. If you're into energy, that's going to be a good play. I got NEO 149, Jamia, which is the technology in Africa. They're the Amazon of Africa. Jamia, I got some money in that, 31.8. And then I got CureVac. CureVac started today at $89. They were 103. I was supposed to do that play today, and I lost money on that. But CureVac is a good company, man.
Hey, spell it real quick for me. I'll put it in the chat.
CVAC is CureVac. They're at 103. CVAC. Remember, everything adjacent to these things don't make money. CureVac is they work off Moderna and BioNTech. They're the ones who are going to make all the needles, all the carrying cases, everything you need to go along with the vaccine, like the bottle itself. So CureVac is the one who makes all of that. So yeah, you can make money on the cure, but you're gonna make money off everything else from it. You know what I'm saying? Like buying a camera and not buying the case and everything attached to it. So CureVac is one of those companies. CureVac started today like at 92. They went to 103.
Oh, okay, CureVac. Okay, CVAC. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, CureVac's making some good money. They're running a play. Emergent Solution, which is 81.93. They're really down, but they're about to blow up too. I got like 200 shares of Workhorse. I'm telling you,
I got Workhorse.
Workhorse. I got at 17. Now it's at 25. I'm about to sell them though. Even though I know they're coming, they're going to be strong another 2 to 3 weeks. But my play is more. I have my play somewhere else. But yeah, you have Novavax, 142.99. They started at 120 today, so they went up $23. They really went up 45, so they made $45, $46. So you could have made a couple of thousand. You probably could have made 10,000 today. So today was a nice little day. So my thing is nowadays people should be making at least 5 to 10,000 every single week. Well, let me see who's calling me. So that was today. I made so many goofball thing. I made like 4 or 5,000, but I should have made a lot. I should have made a ton, but I made a lot of dumb mistakes today. But tomorrow's another day though. But there's some good stuff, man. Like in this, I mean, there's like 5 or 6 of them that if you play really nice, you can make your money. I mean, you should be pushing a nice check. I mean, it should be coming down.
Okay. Yeah, switch this up right quick. So what you think about them shutting down the border, man?
I'm for it because and if nobody knows, I got COVID right now coming from Colombia. So as I'm speaking to you, I'm sweating because of the lights. But I got COVID going to Colombia, so yeah, it was crazy out there. Didn't know I had COVID until I came to the United States, and thank God. But and I've been out here for like 7, 8 days in my room. That's where I got my TV and everything set up. Yeah, we were getting crazy, man. We got sloppy with it, man. Because I spoke to a couple of my cats, and yeah, everybody we were getting sloppy with it. I know I did. I had my mask and everything else, and I went to Parquillera Park Club, and I started partying with the girls, and took my mask off, and boom. So, but thankful, like I said, I'm healthy. I don't smoke. I drink, but not that much, and I'm in health. I eat healthy, so I was in good shape. So really, nothing really happens to me, and I'm pretty good. But I'm still taking 15 days off from work, and I'm in the medical field, so I got great insurance, and plus it allows me to get my money on this side doing my stock. So, but I ain't saying, look, I'm not trying to make it like it's glamorous. Because I've been throwing up, weak, a lot of other stuff. So,
real quick, man, what was some of the first symptoms that you had?
The first symptoms, it was stupid because I went to sleep naked sometimes because I was with some girls and whatnot. So I just thought I had a cold.
Yeah.
I thought I had a cold because I didn't put on my shoes. And then I was in Panama, and then I slept on the floor waiting for my layover. And I'm thinking my muscle ache is basically from the couch or being up there. So when I came to work the first day, everybody looked at me and goes, "You look horrible." I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "Yeah, you look horrible." And I went in and I put on a jacket, like, "Yo, go home, man. You look real bad." I said, I'm pretty good. So the next day I went and I got checked out, and I had COVID. And I was like, whoa. So, it took 2 days. I went to the hospital. It took 2 days. They told me I had COVID. And by that time, the symptoms started kicking in. Headaches, sore throat, cough, cold. And then it got progressively worse. I think I'm getting to the end of it, but it got progressively worse. Cramping, headaches, throwing up, shortness of breath, right up here, felt like something's in my throat. Constantly, like I said, I got my coffee thing, my tea. I got my tea, what I drink all the time. I got it right here next to me. So I got my tea, my lemon and stuff. And that's it, man. I just stay at home. I don't even move out of my room. I brought everything to my room, and I just stay in my room, and I just do stocks now.
Okay. Yeah. Brother Charles Jones said, "Finally, someone with sense, educate everyone on this, bro, and get well soon. COVID is a you know what."
Oh, COVID's tough, man. My shortness of breath. I drink.
Did you lose your taste at any point?
Did I lose? I didn't think I lost it, but my tongue was numb. I haven't been eating really well. I think I lost like 10 pounds because my eating, I juice all day. I just drink juice all day. Gatorade juice. I try to eat. I got Chinese food here. Try to eat. It tastes nasty as fuck to me. I got my halls, and I got my tea right there with my lemon, and I'm about to make my turf flu. And that's it, man. I basically drink. I try to have some soup, but shit just don't taste right for me. Everything just tastes nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like 10 pounds late, maybe 10, 15 pounds lighter. So I've been stuck in the house for like 7, 8 days, and I got another 12 to go, 10 to go.
And did the hospital give you any type of medicines you have to take, or you just got to do it yourself?
No, the hospital didn't do anything. Well, I went to the NIH stuff, and they gave me the COVID thing, and then two days later they get in touch with me. They told me I had COVID, and they said I just take Tylenol. But I'm a pretty healthy person, so I usually always have multivitamin, Tylenol, B6, and I had a whole bunch of stuff I was taking. They said, yeah, if it gets progressively worse, okay, go to the hospital. If not, just stay at home. So, yeah, so my symptoms were different than other people. Like I said, man, I can't keep anything in the stomach, so I just don't eat that much. I drink everything though. So that's it for me. I got my lemon and tea, and yeah, no sugar. And that's it.
So you think you can transit in Parque or?
He definitely was in Barquillera. I know exactly where. Damn Venezuela girl. Shit, but it was, well, she was pretty though. I ain't gonna lie, she was pretty. Fucking, she wanted $300, motherfucker. No, she wanted 300 pesos. I said, get out of here.
Yeah.
I was in. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out there, but I didn't use it. But I was in Club Parquillera. I was hanging out with my boys. Went to Club Parquillera, and I was on my way out because, like I said, my boy owns a club out there. And I went to support him, and I was leaving, and my boss was like, yeah, what's up, man? Let's go to this spot. So we over here bullshitting, and reggae comes in, and I start dancing my little reggae and chill, can't tell me nothing. Next thing I know, I'm talking to the girls, and I'm hot. I'm taking off my mask because I'm hot, and I'm talking to them, and boom, done. Because right after that, I went home, and it's a wrap. So, yep, I got COVID-19, man. But I think I'm coming to the end of it, though. Any other questions? I think you're...
Sorry about that, bro.
No, that's all right.
You know, what I see a lot of brothers do, man, is are you familiar with crypto, man? Do you mess with it at all, or what do you think about crypto?
Look, man, I'm telling people this. I started this like 4 months ago with no money on me. I thought about it. I'm like, yo, this Corona thing has to be good. And I started talking to everybody, and I'm like, I'm getting into this, and I started researching myself. I don't know anything about stocks. After 4 months ago, I could not tell you anything about stocks. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to open a stock. So I was like, how you do it? I was going to everybody. How you do it? I'm like, why? Like, yo, I see money. And if I see money, I can see my money. You ain't going to stop me. So I went to everybody asking them, how you start stock? Oh, I'm going to send you a link. And I'm, what the fuck's a link? So the first one I went was Cash App. And I started putting like $200-$300 in there. I started doing Cash App and then throwing all my money in there. And Cash App was okay. And then I went to Robinhood. And then my boy started showing me, hey, do this, that. And in no time, I was up to 20,000. And before I knew it, I was up to 40,000. And I'm like, I can't be making this much money this quick. I'm like, now I'm betting with 70, 80,000, 100,000 sometimes. And I'm like, this can't be. I can't be making this much money. And I'm thinking I'm cheating. I'm like, you can't make this much money for free. You just can't. I mean, and I keep making money. And I'm like, I have to study how can I just be making this money? But what I didn't know is that I was researching this stuff so well that I was looking in, researching, and I was talking to everybody I could about it, going to every little piece of information I was looking into. And I only stayed on the stocks that I knew. And all I knew was Moderna. And then I started going for Moderna. I started learning all the biotechs. And now I'm going outside of biotechs. But I made my money primarily with Moderna, Novavax, and a couple other ones. I just paid 3 of them. And I was making 10, 15,000 sometimes. Sometimes I make 7,000 a day, just off 3 stocks. So for me, I don't know anything about stocks. And my thing is, if I'm eating well here, I'm going to stay here until motherfuckers tell me I can't. So I've never done anything else but these stocks. Now I'm doing dividend stocks. I'm trying to push up 100,000. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. But my bread and butter, like I said, is biotech. Biotechs. 3 stocks right now are feeding me well. Well, I know like 8 stocks there, but 3 primarily. I stay within these 3, and I can make 10 to 15,000. So
yeah, man. You know, I was walking on the way to Uris Park, from my apartment a couple of days ago, and I ran to her brother, and he's like a crypto dude. He was telling me about crypto, and I'm like, man, I trade stocks. I'm basically a swing trader, which means I buy low and sell high at some point. And it's almost like guys who play basketball, guys who play football. But I understand that it's good to do both. But that's like, man, I just haven't dived into the crypto yet. But I'm just so focused on stocks right now because it's easier, right?
The thing with me is I don't know anything about crypto, but I know that today I made a couple of thousands and I haven't left the house. I know all I know from last week to this week, real talk, from last week to this week I made 10,000, and I was out of the country and I made it. So when I came back in, I made 10 G's, and then from now hopefully this week I make another 10,000. That's why I'm good. And my thing is this, and I lost a lot of money today because really I could have made 15 to 20 today. I really could have because I saw it and I didn't, because I've been out of the country, and I saw where the money was going. I saw when Moderna was pushing up. I saw when Novavax was pushing up, and I saw when CureVac was pushing up. And instead, I backed up off because I was timid about it. But tomorrow's a new day. We're gonna play tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's a new day. So, like I said, I only play with my 4 to 5 stocks, but I know them by heart, and I know right now they're really hot. Mm-hmm. There's no need for me to play. So, I mean, if I'm making my money, there's no need for me to go anywhere else.
Okay, let me ask you this, brother: are you a holder, or do you sell your stocks?
Okay, I used to hold. I used to hold. I still okay, I'm holding. It's kind of weird though, because I know the 4 stocks that are in first place, and I know how they go. I know that Moderna is in second place right now. I know BioNTech is in first place with Pfizer, but Pfizer doesn't mean anything, right? I know Novavax is right there with them because their cap was $5 billion. Now it's $8 billion, and they're making a ton of runs, right? And they're making a lot of money. And I know you have CureVac right next to them, right? So between these 4, I can make a couple of thousands every single day without even thinking about it. So it's not much I need to think about. Like if you'd have put your money on BioNTech Friday, you'd have probably made 10,000 today. It was that easy. It was that easy. It was that easy money. I mean, you have Moderna that went from like 23 to 50 today. You had Novavax that went from what, like 112 to 47. I mean, it was crazy the money that was pushed today.
Now, bro, do you think that, I'm gonna interrupt you, but because my brother said, hold on, what he said. I understand that you're playing in a major bull market, when that changes, stocks won't be the same. Now, do you feel like, are you going to sell, or do you plan on holding these vaccine stocks?
Okay, I should have held them because I had 399 of Moderna, and I kept on moving back and forth. I should have held them, and I would have made a ton of money. I would have been $60,000 up on that. I would have been $30,000 up if I'd have just held Moderna, because I had Moderna at 59, and I said 150. But my boy, I'm so glad that I put my boy on, and he's still on it. I moved between all 3 of them because I know which one's going to hit first. Look, like I told everybody before, and the lights ahead. That's why I'm sweating. Dude, we already know the script. We know exactly what's going to happen, right? Next week, between December 4th to December 9th, right? They're coming out where BioNTech is coming out. We know this. Government already told us because they were the first one to go for approval. They're the first one for approval. So we know they're gonna jump at least 30 to 40, 50 to $60. So basically, you should be making at least 30, 40, 50,000 within that time frame, right? That's you already know that. Second wave behind that is gonna be Moderna coming in, pushing in right after that. Right after that, Moderna's gonna come in and they're gonna go live, right? And right after that, you have Novavax gonna come live. So you should be making a ton of money just on the days that you already know that are there. So it makes no sense to you. So now, if you didn't get into Moderna, I would tell you start with BioNTech and just leave it on BioNTech. But if the BioNTech retracts, then go to Novavax. But you have to know them very well. Like I've been doing this for 4 months and I've been studying all of these. I know them by heart. So, and I know that CureVac is also there. CureVac's a banging ass company too. And you have EBS. So if you know everybody that's in this realm, you can move around things quick, and you can make your money. So my thing is, like EBS shocked me today. They went from 90 something to 105 just now. I was like, damn. Because once I made my money, once I made like 2,000-3,000, I should have gone to EBS and made another 5,000-6,000. And it was my bag. So today, literally, you could have made at least 20,000. Literally 20,000-25,000. Literally today was the beautiful day, and I didn't make it. I made a few, But I could have made at least 20, 30,000. I could have got my shit really nice just off how everything broke today.
Okay, the brother doing trades as, are you trading options?
I don't do anything but stocks. I don't know anything but stocks. I started this 4 months ago with zero. So from zero to where I'm at now, I think I made a lot of money. I bought a brand new car cash. I went out to trips. I spent $4,000 or $5,000 doing this, that, the third. My things I started with zero 4 months ago. So I'm where I'm at now, and I got all cash. So I don't know. I mean, I wish I could tell you, yeah, I know. I don't know none of this shit. I know what I know, and that's how I make money.
Okay. The brother I Travels Abroad says, don't forget that some things are priced in. Don't forget that the market is in a bull from the horrible drop from the earlier year. Please diversify. So I guess he's saying you spread it around a little bit more.
You would diversify if the pandemic wasn't there. You see?
Okay, yeah.
If the pandemic, because we already know one thing from the government. The government already told us when they're going to come up with the vaccine. We know there's 2 companies right now that came out with the vaccine, right? Today, Moderna just came out for authorization. That's why they shot up to 153, right? Last week was BioNTech. Now, they're already going through the paperwork and everything else for BioNTech. So they already told BioNTech that December 6th, they're going to come out and give them approval because they're 95% with the mRNA one, right? So if we know December 6th, they're giving them approval, and that means all the reserve money, the billions of dollars they have, they could start using, all the countries they could start supplying, and all the supply chain. Remember, the supply chain is CureVac. CureVac is running the supply chain. That's why you know everybody is in this. There's so many different companies. You have Vaxart. You have all these other companies that are doing all these supply chain. And if you know all the companies doing supply chain, you know when to put your money, when to take it out, when these people coming into play and when they're not. And that's what I'm saying to you is, yes, it's one thing to know that Moderna's coming up, well, BioNTech's coming up on the 6th. And that means that they're going to be coming up with, the market cap is going to go from 28 billion probably to 60 billion. So they're going to go from 120 to maybe $300, right? So they're going to double. So that's going to be a lot of money. And right after them, you got Moderna coming in somewhere after that. And after them, you have Novavax. So, and after them, you have all these other companies. So if you know all of this, because the government already told you, why would you, I mean, just make the money. The money's there. It's an easy picking. So if you don't make 100,000, I mean, that's on you.
Doing trades as those are some big numbers. This has to be options. You put a lot of money in.
You could do options. I don't do options because I don't know how to do options. All I know is that I've been making money doing what I do. It's like if you stumble and somebody gives you money, I probably could if somebody shows me. But I've been making money the way I'm making money. So I'm like, but the thing is,
you know what it really is because you're making it so simple, you're simplifying it for people. It's like it's too good to be true that you made 10,000 stock market.
No, I'm not simplifying it. That's exactly what I do.
Right.
I mean, I wish it was something different, but that's exactly what I do. That's what
you buy low and the stock raises. It's simple.
Yeah, because the information comes out every day. You have the information in front of you. The government gave you the information. You have the information. You know that tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's going to be
December 1st.
No, forget that. But tomorrow you have BioNTech, you have Moderna, and you have that. We're trying to see if there's going to be pullback at any given point, but most likely there's not. So most likely these companies will keep on going up. Why? Because remember, Warren Buffett just put $175 million in them, right? You got all these the big farmers and everybody else is putting money into them because now everybody believes it. Once they said it was 94 to 95% effective, and all the jobs said you got to take it, then everybody started putting money in it. So therefore, the floodgate just came up. Mind you, once they give approval, that means every country that already put money and bid into it, they can start using their money. That means it's going to get crazy. So, so you better have your money ready set up in one of them. I have at least 40,000, 50,000, but I move my money around based upon who's hot. But because I know who's hot, I'm like, okay, today I saw these. I know that Moderna was hot today and Novavax was hot today. I mean, they went up $30 up today, and CureVac was hot today. But BioNTech didn't do that much. They went from 112 to 124, which is a good money. They made me some good change. So I see tomorrow what's going on. And I'm just gonna play. If I make $2,000 tomorrow, I'm fine. I'm not trying to be greedy. I just want to make 2 G's.
Shout out to Van Lee. He says, I don't get this info from dating coaches at all. They want to take my money from me. That ain't helping me get to the bag. Man, what you think about dating coaches, bro? Real quick.
I don't know what a dating coach is because that's the stupidest thing in the world. I mean, you really got to be a simp. And you know what? Sorry. Let me not say that. I don't understand how when you go overseas, the women are so easy, or the relationship is so easy, the aspect of it. I don't understand what you need a dating coach for. I mean, there's no dating involved.
Okay.
I mean, they talk to them in Spanish or English and Spanish, and they want to get with you, they get with you. I don't know about this dating coach thing. I don't know enough. I just think it's kind of stupid.
Okay, so a big YouTuber by the name of AMS, I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No.
But he said that foreign women are no different. What do you think about that?
Are different. Foreign women are extremely different. They're extremely different than American women. But from your point of view, they shouldn't be because you're the prize when you go there. And plus, most foreign women want to marry you anyway for other reasons and whatnot. So you shouldn't have a problem. The problem that you're going to have is if you're going to be a sucker, or they're going to take care of you, or they're going to use you, or because it's going to be easy at first. But you have to understand, people have ulterior motives. Some people coming from poverty. Some people want to get out of places. Some people want you to be take care of their kid. Some people know that they can't have a life without you. So therefore, you're the ticket. But once they come to this country and find out they don't need you, it is what it is. So, I mean, that's why I said, what's a dating? I mean, let's say you have a dating coach. That still doesn't give you the intricate work of a female, because a female is completely different in Spanish country. It ain't what you say, it's how she grew up.
Well, we got a lot of questions. Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to Al for the $2 super chat. All you need is a good body and money. Buy my course. He's trying to be funny. That was, about the G.
But my thing is this though. Spanish is so okay. You got to remember something. Spanish, when you say Spanish, it's weird because when you guys say Spanish and I say Spanish, completely different for me than you. Spanish is not Spanish. Like when you guys say Spanish to you, Spanish is just a Spanish person who speaks Spanish. When you go to the Spanish countries, it's not Spanish. You have Spanish people that come from Arabic, right? That are Arabic. You have Spanish people that are Chinese. You have Spanish people that are Indian. You have Spanish people that are Indian and native Indian of that country. And then you have Spanish people that are racist within that country. And then you have Spanish people that are people that have money. I forgot what they say, classism. The people that have money and don't want to mix with other people that don't have money. So when you come from the United States, you cut through all of that shit because you're American. But let your ass been born in a Spanish country. There's no cutting the line for you. You will be just another Negro in that country. But you cut the line because you're American.
Got you. I got a question from Ash L. This is back on the stocks. How much money did you invest to start with trading stocks? I guess what was your initial investment?
It was like $100.
Wow.
I started with nothing, man. Went up to 100,000. I started with nothing. I literally did not know what I was doing. But I did my research. I didn't know what to do it. I fumbled through it. And once I figured it out, me and my boys, I kept on getting a couple of boys at work, like, yo, they gotta be a reason why I do this. And I started explaining to people more and more and more. It's like, yo, this makes no sense. The same thing I was talking to you guys, I'm talking to my coworkers, like, yo, this makes no sense. They're telling us exactly where the money's coming and what it is. This can't be. And plus, I told him that a lot of people that work for Moderna work for Trump. I mean, most of Trump cabinet works for Moderna. So he has to be in on it. Think about it. The chairman of Moderna quit Moderna to work for the Trump, for Trump overseeing the vaccine. And he has 10 million stocks in Moderna, but he's worked for Trump overseeing the vaccine. So, and if you don't believe me, go to Wikipedia. His name is in there with his 10 million disclosed. And I said, if this motherfucker got his hand on the trigger and he has 10 million, I said, there got to be a reason that. Let's get on this. We got to get in on this. So what's up?
No, I'm just looking at the comments, man. They loving this stock talk. They love it.
That's how I got into it, man. I got in it because I started reading on it, and I went to Wikipedia. Anything dealing with Moderna, Wikipedia, and then I started seeing the connection between Trump and Wikipedia. There was no, and Fauci has money in Moderna. I didn't know Fauci had money in Moderna. You know, Moderna, if Moderna goes public, Fauci gets paid $150 million for the rest of his life. And all the scientists that get paid $150 million. And I was like, what?
Hey, man, we gotta do a show on crypto, man, because there's a lot of crypto guys in the group. So they're gonna see. One guy says they cannot tax you in crypto if you spend it in crypto now. If you transfer it to US dollars, then you'll get taxed. They're basically saying you're gonna get taxed when you try to take the money out?
Well, you need to show me crypto because I don't know crypto. I know how to make money. But look, again, I'm not about to be in after the Moderna and everything ends, which please understand the RNA vaccine or the platform is going to be here for cancer. It's going to be here for a lot of things. Moderna's going to be making money for the rest of your life. Let's be real. Moderna's going to be here for the rest of your life. They're not going anywhere. Because the platform the RNA platform they have is used for every other disease that you have in your body. So they're going to stay here for the rest of life. So once I finish making money with them, like I said, this is money I don't need. And it sounds crazy that I'm saying that, but this money I don't need. I got a regular job. So this money I just leave for when I'm retiring. So that's why I play stock. Stock is retirement. 5 years from now, I'm going to open it up and I'm just going to go. So this
my brother Young Jay asked, is there a book that you read on this? What's the first thing you should start reading on stocks?
There's no book, man. It just made common sense to me. I just looked at everything and made common sense, and I started talking to everybody. I just started getting on the internet, reading looking everything up dealing with Moderna. And when I started seeing how Trump was in it, and it was all about Trump and how he started it, and the scientists who made Moderna were Fauci and all of those, and they get money if this became if it went to vaccine, Fauci makes money for the rest of his life. I said, too many people have their hand on it. We got to get in on this. And that's when I told my boys, we got to sell everything and get in on this. So I took my house, started renting out rooms, sell my car, anything I could to get in on this. So, and it was good because I bought a new car now, cash though. But yeah, this is going to get us out of poverty though. But this game is too sweet. But going into this game, now I'm learning other stuff. I'm learning how to put money in I can't even say the word diversify. I'm diversifying also, but I'm doing other things though.
And what platform do you use again to trade?
I use a whole bunch. I just don't use one. Depending on what I have. Dividends. I use Thinkorswim. I use Webull. I use
Webull too.
Webull, and I use the Robinhood. So I'm doing a dividend share, which after this I'm just going into dividends. So I'm gonna lock after this year. I'm locking this thing down, and I'm just gonna go and start putting money like $500 a month into dividends, and that's it.
Okay.
Because this is retirement for me. Like I said, I'm retiring in 5 years, so I'm only using this to retire. This is not money I use.
Okay. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna get back to the stocks, but real quick, I think the brothers are asking, is it classism overseas?
Yes, big time. And that's where Americans come in, because you get a free pass because you come in at zone 6, 5, and 6. So you get a free pass. There's a big classism in Spanish countries. And you know it because poor people are never on 5 and 6. You don't see black people. Rarely will you see black people on 5 and 6. But if you go 1 and 2, you see a whole bunch of black people and Spanish people in there. You don't see them because they don't hang out with each other. They really don't. A person who's rich does not hang out with a person who's poor in Spanish countries. They don't want nothing to do with them. They refuse to even talk to them. They'll tolerate them, but they're not going to talk to them like that. And you won't see it unless you're actually looking at it. But from their point of view, well, because when Americans come in, you come in at 5 and 6. You come in at the top tier. Like I bet you, Aaron, right? His name's Aaron.
Yes.
Look what he said. He said he's staying in the Poblado. Where you staying at? Poblado, right? Poblado.
Yeah, Poblado. Yeah.
Thank you. He's staying on the richest part. You understand me now? He's not coming into the poorest part. He's coming to the richest part of Medellin, which is Poblado. So he's automatically coming in at 6. So when people meet him, they meet him at 6. So a 6 will talk to him about blah, blah, blah. Then he's black. So everybody's meeting him at 6. The girls are coming from other places where they're coming from a 1 and 2 to come to a 6. So there is classism. You guys don't see it because you come in at a 6 and people are meeting you at a 6, but you don't notice it because you're coming in right at 6. But if you were 1 or 2, you notice because you're not allowed in 6, really. The guys are not allowed. Only the prettiest girl come to 6 just to work. And they go back home to their boyfriends and whatnot.
You know what, man? You're so right, because the girl in Barranquilla, she kept saying that you think you're better because you're American. I'm like, why do you keep saying that? I don't come off like that.
Because you're a 6, because you come in at 6, and Americans don't understand that. You guys say, oh, everything is fine. No, you coming in at 6 when they're at a 1 and 2. They're looking like, and a 6 person does not talk to 1 and 2. I'm being honest. A 6 person does not talk to 1 and 2. A 6 person will never talk to 1 or 2. And if you don't know it because you've never been to a 1 or 2, But and they know it. A 6 person doesn't. If you notice, most Spanish guys are not around there. You see the girls, but you won't see the guys around there.
Mm-hmm.
So because you're 6, you're coming in at 6, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's so many other things that you guys don't see. You guys basically go and do your thing, which is fine. But you coming in as a 6, a 1 or 2 is completely different. And there is a classism big time in Spanish countries. A person who's a 6 will never talk to a 1 or 2. It just won't. Will never do.
Man, that explains a lot. It really does, brother. It explains a lot. Because I was confused by her, the girl in the back here, just like almost like I'm looking down on her. I'm like, I'm not looking down on you. What are you talking about? Like I'm just, just doing me.
But
so that explains a whole lot.
The way you live is a 6. And if she's used to a 1, she's not going to go up to a 6. That's something she goes out of her way. Probably have to go 45 to an hour to go to a 6. And a 1 or 2 do not like going to a 6 because they get treated really bad. People look at them and people follow them around and whatnot. It's a completely night and day. And if you're talking about a key, you're talking like 70, 80, 90 street. But if you go to the south side, to the lower parts, you're going to be talking to a 1 or a 2.
All right. Appreciate the super chat, Mr. Research. He's actually in the building. Let me bring him onto the stream. Mr. Research, how you doing, brother? You gotta take your mic off mute.
Life is great, brother. Life is great. I just wanted to chop in this one quick point since the brother's here. But see, I traveled in 91 and 92. But I try to tell people there is a such thing as classism, or in some of these other countries, caste system.
Yes.
And people in America, just because you get some low-level trim, you may think that this chick, and I'm talking about the European countries now, not the Latin, but you may think that you're winning, and you're not necessarily winning. This chick might be beautiful to you, but she can really be the bottom of the barrel, and they're looking at you like you're an established man for even being here.
Yep. I'll give you one even better. A friend of mine's, his name is Felipe, friend of mine, really rich, super rich, right? He owns an after-hour place. He owns a lot of stores, and he's super rich, right? He's Colombian, from Colombia. I met him throughout the years, and he has an after-hour place. He owns a few of them. So he used to tell me, we talk all the time because we became friends after being there a few years. And he's like, "Hey man, I have to send my daughter away." I said, "Why?" Because I have a lot of he owns after-hour place, where they have girls and everything else. And you have a lot of these 13, 14, 15-year-old girls that fathers are doctors and lawyers who will go to these places and work for these people unbeknownst to their parents because they want to make quick money and turn around and they selling the. I'm telling you straight up, they're selling the bodies for whatever because they want to make quick money. Their daughters are really influential people, but in Colombia, people just do it as an extra money to make extra money, right? So now his daughter is she's 13, and her girlfriends, which are 14 and 13, were out there in the street, running the street to make extra money. So when he heard it, he went crazy. He goes, Now, mind you, he owns a few of these damn after-hour places. And he tells me, "Hey, I own a couple of after hours, but I pay the cops off. So, I got everything straightened out. So nobody bothers me. And I got a lot of girls working for me and everything else like that." But he didn't mind when he did it. But when his daughter had friends, he shipped his daughter to France right away. Because in his world, because he has money and he has a class and whatnot, that's unfathomable. Because he's upper class. He was not gonna mess with them, right? But when kids of doctors and lawyers and whatnot doing it for extra change, they're dirtying their family's name or whatnot, they send them out of the country real quick. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There is classism in Spanish countries, big time.
Because I look at it like this: they're BMT. They're trying to hold on to their aristocrat ways. They're trying to hold on to their grandchildren's situation. There used to be a time you can have broke aristocrats, but they're gonna hold on to that aristocrat title because they know it's going to defeat your millionaire status every day. You at some point in time will get weak, and they'll come in with their connections, take everything you have and appropriate everything as if you never even existed. What are your thoughts, though? What are your thoughts?
I want to give you a true story. There's a true story. No, because it is, but it isn't, but it is, but it isn't. And
But Mr. Rizzo talking about European countries, though, right, brother?
I think it's all connected because I give you a story that happened in DR. Now you can look it up because this is the actual story, right? Young man, mother is very connected. She's in parliament, everything else in DR. Very good. Guy's been dating this girl since they were like 14. Now he's 17. The girl's 16. She had mom, mind you, the mother is a millionaire and she's from the upper part of DR. This is a true story. Mother's from the upper part of DR. Father has a lot of money, right? He is well off. Your girl is not well off. He's likes her. She's likes him. Pretty little young girl, right? Well, he gets her pregnant. She's from the bottom of the barrel. He's an upper weight crap. He tells her to have an abortion. She says no. He tells her to have an abortion. She says no. He goes, yo, you know I am. My parents, blah, blah, blah. He tells her to have an abortion. She says no. Goes into a room, kills her.
Damn.
Yes, kills her. Brings her out the body, dismembers her, throws her somewhere, right? Now, when they moved back, when they started figuring it out, they saw the film where he was carrying a body because in the hotel they had films and they saw him carrying a body. Now his mother was in the government and he's super rich, right? And then they were looking for the girl everywhere and they found out the body was dismembered right now when she's pregnant, right? It was a big thing in DR, big, super big thing in DR. The mother was well connected, blah, blah, blah. The son went to jail, everything else. Now, when they went into the court and they went to court and everything else, this took like 6 months. The whole country was enraged. You can look it up on the internet because it's in the internet. The whole country was enraged that the country's there. When they came, I think they gave him probation for killing the girl. They gave him probation.
But you know what, though?
They gave him probation, and I think he has to pay like $600,000 to the mother and a couple other, and it's forgotten.
You know what? I've heard of not that particular story, but I heard of something that's very similar to what you're saying. And I'm seeing him like he's out of jail for murder. Like he killed. This is another situation. I'm like, damn. They say, yeah, he had money. I said, what does it matter if he got money? He killed somebody.
No, he had connections.
Connection and money.
He had connections. The money was just an after fact.
No. The money means a lot because you got to pay off a lot of people.
No. You do have to pay off, but you have to have access to those people to be able to pay them off.
Yeah, but the money talks in Spanish countries. Money talks.
It really does, man. Because I think it was only, I think the guy paid like $10,000, dog. It was like a American that had killed a girl out there. And one of the chicas told me that it was like, she knew the girl. And she was like, yeah, he paid like $10,000 to the family and they let him go. I said, after murder? I was just amazed by that, bro. It might have been more than $10,000, but he made the payment. I know you heard about that story, right?
Where?
It was in Dominican Republic. It was in, I don't want to say exactly where it was at, but it was in Dominican Republic.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. Look, in my country, it happens all the time. I ain't gonna say. I mean, my family's been I've done this too. So, I mean, let's be real. It's a common thing in Spanish countries. If you got a little flow and little money, a lot of people do this, man. This is common in Spanish. So, classism, racism, and colorism is a big thing in Spanish, and it's all swirled into one. There's no distinction. But when you guys cut through all that, because when you come to the United States, you come with a passport and you come right to 6. So people looking at you completely different.
That's very true. That's the truth, man. So is there colorism in Colombia as well?
Of course. Even more than anybody else. Of course. And they tell you that. All the Spanish women are going to tell, all the black women are going to tell you that because it happens to them all the time. I give you good. You probably won't notice it. You notice there's no dark women in any places in Colombia. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Just look in your mind and see if there's any dark women anywhere in Colombia that you go to shop at.
I mean, I just see them being like servers, like in far as the restaurant.
No. Dark women, not light skin. Dark women.
I mean, yeah, not really, yeah.
You're not gonna see that many. There's ageism in Colombia too. After 35, women don't get jobs.
Wow.
That's why they have to take care of their family so much out here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why they look at you as a meal. After 35, they don't, because they have young girls coming in.
Okay. All right, guys. Real quick, I want to shift the show because we got a lot of crypto guys in the room, and you said something on fire, Brandon. So I'm gonna bring my brother Mufasa Shabazz on here because what they were basically saying is you have to pay a lot of taxes on your money when you try to pull it out.
Yeah, well,
They're trying to get you to, I guess, to shift to the crypto, so you don't have to pay as much taxes.
I don't know.
You pay taxes. You pay taxes in stocks too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially if in stocks, if you're holding for less than a year.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you're paying a different income tax on that.
34%.
Well, it depends on the bracket that you're in.
Yeah,
right?
everybody knows. Like
Yeah,
if you're making 100,000 this year, you got a problem. If you really ain't making 100,000 this year in stock, we have issues. Because this is like the easiest year to make it. And a motherfucker like me don't know shit about stock in 4 months. Please.
right.
Time. Where you put your money? The government told you where to put the money.
Yeah, no, exactly. It is in the tax conversation we have. Some people they'll say that you can use it to evade tax, but like there was someone in here that was saying that you got to remember crypto is like Bitcoin, because you got to be specific. Not all cryptos are the same, but Bitcoin is pseudonymous. So, for instance, if I have a Bitcoin address, it's like a wallet, right? You don't know who's behind it, but you can see everything that I'm doing with that wallet. So say, for instance, the authorities can figure out like, okay, Mufasa has this wallet address. They can see every time I receive money, every time I send money, and everything I do. And not just they can see it. If you share the screen, I can show you guys how you can look and trace everything that's happening with every Bitcoin. It's completely open and public. That's one of the things about Bitcoin is anyone can see it. It's a decentralized crypto coin. So anyone can see what's happening on the market. So you got to be careful with trying to evade tax. Now, there are some coins. Say what?
I'm not trying to evade anything.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to be careful, because I don't want people to look in the comments and be like, yeah, I'm going to just evade my tax, because, you never really know. But like I said, I do know there are some coins, like, for instance, you could put your coin, you can mix up your coins to where they can't be found. There's ways. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to inspire nobody, but there's ways. But as the Observer Melanin said, the way the court system and all that shit work, bro, you'll sound good until they just, like, for instance, like he said, you could put in, say I go on an exchange and I pay $50,000, right? And I buy crypto. There's no American platform that's going to allow you to do that, whether it be Coinbase or any of these platforms, Coinbase, Kraken, whatever it is. You spend that kind of money, you're going to have to do what's called KYC. They're called KYC platforms, know your customer. So you have to put your information up there so they can know who you are, and they're going to report on what you do. So if you buy $50,000 worth of crypto, and then when the IRS comes and says, look, you put $50,000 into this, we think you may have had some gains, we need you to report, and you're going to say, hey, my crypto got lost, I got hacked. Mm-hmm. Technically, you may be able to say that, but bro, that shit don't always work. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't trying to buy that shit, then what you going to do? See what I mean? Because that can really happen. Like, for instance, right, with the way Bitcoin works, when you create a wallet, each wallet has what's called a public address and a private address, right? So if Aaron Ferris, let's say, for instance, you get a wallet, you could get it. It could be an Exodus wallet, or you could have created your own wallet, right? If I send you, so I get your public address, and I use my wallet to send money to your wallet. The wallet it's like a big sequence of numbers. It's a hash function with a bunch of random numbers and letters, right? If I mess up even one letter, I could send you $10 million in Bitcoin. If I mess up one letter in your address, when I send it to you, my Bitcoin is burned and lost forever. And there's nothing you can do to get it back. Absolutely nothing you could do to get it back. It's burned and lost forever. A big percentage of Bitcoin, if you go to Block Explorer, there's a page where they show you pretty much where Bitcoin is. And a lot of Bitcoin is just the way it looks on the blockchain. They think it's just completely burned, never to return, basically. Because here's another thing, right? So if I mess up one letter, that $10 million I sent him is gone. And say, for instance, I have $10 million in my Bitcoin wallet, right? I have a public address, and like I told you, I have private keys. And I have a phrase that I can use to access my funds, right? But say, for instance, I'll give you an example. You can have a wallet set up on your phone, right? You can get the Jax is one. There's Trust is a wallet, Exodus, right? In order for me to access that, I need to remember there's a seed phrase, a sequence of 12 words that I put in to recover my wallet. So say, for instance, I don't write that phrase down, or it's on a piece of paper, it gets lost or something, I lose it when I move, right? And I update my phone. So when you update your phone, you lose that app. You get what I mean? So now you got to put your seed phrase in to get your wallet back. If you can't find those words or those keys to access that wallet, that $10 million is gone forever. And there's nothing you can do to get it back. Absolutely nothing.
You know, here's the thing. The white guys I deal with in corporate, the Filipinos, they stay away from Bitcoin. They reap the benefits of Bitcoin from people who are dipping dabbling in it, but the Bitcoin is not a part of what they're dealing with. They're not, in other words, they're not risking.
Well, it depends on they who though. If you look up Grayscale, if you go on your thing and type in Grayscale, these dudes hold, I forget exact the percentage, but they hold a huge amount of crypto. There's a lot of
I think what
trust
I'm saying
funds
is,
and things getting into crypto.
What I'm saying is, I think that, and I could be wrong, but I think they're working it some type of way where they're, because I saw the brothers, the twins, do this. They're working in some type of way where they're showing their face that they're involved in Bitcoin, but I don't see how they're at the risk level. Because when the twins took all their money years ago and nobody said nothing, that was the first time people figured out, well, it depends on what server you on and all this other type of stuff. And what a couple of white dudes told me was, this stuff is not regulated the way stocks are regulated. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can't get nothing back, but it looks good. But we just wait until everybody stocks up and then we just take it. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm not touching that. And then, but I've been hearing people in black space, some of y'all been growing at it. So I'm like real confused on how to wait.
Well,
Man, I'm very confused too, Mr. Research. Real quick. Yeah, I'm very confused too. Real quick, man. I just want to say this real quick. With the Bitcoin against the stocks, you see how Grand Jury was able to explain to us what was going on with the politics behind the stocks that he invested in. What confuses me about Bitcoin is, I mean, we don't have enough information. Like, why is it growing, bro? Like, what does it do? What's the background of why it's been successful?
Let me ask you this. Why does a stock grow?
Because the company is performing well. It's providing dividends for the investors.
For the investors, right? So it's all based on the interest in the investment, because a company could do excellent. If no one believes in it, it won't go up. You understand? So Bitcoin is the same thing. If you have a bunch of people who are bullish on Bitcoin, they buy at higher rates and the exchanges drive the prices up. So it's about interest in belief in Bitcoin for whatever reason. A lot of people believe it. Like, I'll give you a use case, right? So when you look at stocks, you have to look into the business. So if you believe in the business, then you say, okay, I believe in this CEO. I believe in this, what they're trying to do.
Right.
They provide good market. Exactly. Right. Stock, cryptocurrency works the same exact way. So I could look at Ethereum. I could say, okay, Vitalik, I'm going to follow this guy on Twitter. Let me see, what does this platform do? Okay, so Ethereum makes it easy for people to make their own crypto coins. Ethereum is a space where people can build platforms on top of it, and people are doing this. I can look at these things, Uniswap. I can see who's working on this stuff. I can understand the tech. So that's how it works. It's the same thing as stocks. You understand what I mean?
But if that one person at the top 10 on that pyramid decides, okay, it's at a quarter of a billion. No, it's at $500 million. Let me just bounce. How can I get my 100,000? How can he get his 250?
It depends on the coin, and again, same as stocks. So when you deal with stocks, you look at a thing called liquidity. How many trades are happening? How frequently, right? If there's one guy providing all the liquidity for a coin, the difference with coins is there's a thing called the blockchain. We can see what's happening on the blockchain. So how I told you, you can actually go and look and see who's holding things. When PayPal is buying things, people know PayPal is buying all the new Bitcoin because it's public. So we can look at Bitcoin and see that there's no one whale who can just take all the liquidity out the market. There's too many people around the world into Bitcoin, and I can prove this. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these stocks, you can't prove that because it's not public. These are private things. I mean, you can see some things, but
guys, you have to have the FCC. You go to FCC and they give you a list of everybody who goes in there.
yeah, no. Yeah, you could see some things, but some of these things, for instance, if it could be a company like a trust could grab something. You don't know exactly who's behind and pulling the strings behind that fund manager. You understand what I mean?
You know, it's a fund manager called group. Let's say, but they have to have an FCC. They have to have their they have to show FCC shows anybody who's behind that company, though. But
yeah. Well, let me not go in there. Somebody said in the thing. Let me see if I can explain crypto.
No, I got you. I don't know enough. Look, when I don't know something, I shut up and I listen. I don't know enough, so.
No, let me see if I can explain Bitcoin, because someone in the thing, they said no one can properly explain Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin was created in 2008. What are the first thing I will tell you? What issue do we have with the monetary system now? Money is controlled by who? The central bank, which they call the Federal Reserve. They can put as much money out as they want. They can deflate the currency. They can do whatever they can. Right now, they're printing as much money as they want. They have a negative interest rate. They're buying up bonds. They're putting all this money into circulation, which deflates. Go ahead.
No. That's somewhat valid, and that's somewhat for every country. Okay, go ahead.
No, but whatever country, it's true that we have to depend on a centralized monetary system right now. They control the money. That's the point, right? So basically, the point is with Bitcoin, they said, listen, instead of depending on these central banks, let's create our own currency, right? In a decentralized manner. So that's the problem. Bitcoin is the solution. How does Bitcoin solve this? They said, look, a man named Satoshi Nakamoto, who we don't know who he truly is, it could be a group. They created a system where by having computers open, there's a network of computers, meaning different computers in different places, right? Picture 100 different people with computers. As soon as anyone does a transaction on Bitcoin, all the computers verify whether it happened or not, right? I don't want to get too technical, but basically what's happening is this has been existing since 2008. So people know that Bitcoin can be used as a currency and is decentralized. So no one person controls what happens with Bitcoin. Like a bank can control what happens with cash.
Okay. So let me just interject this, and I'm gonna be quiet after that. I respect the people that's winning at this. I do, because it's like the dice game where it's always hitting 10 or 4. So I'm not seriously, I'm not mad. Yeah. But at some point in time, somebody at some point in their life, because even you, like you just said, this is only a 10-year model. And within this 10-year model, we've had at least 5 historic money disappearance Casper moves within the structure. So I hope the next 10 years.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Damn. Okay.
Wait. So I hope that in the next 10 years, there comes to some measure where people like me, I think power when I invest, I think who do I hold responsible, things of that nature. If the computer is the ultimate measure of responsibility here, or the network of computers, I just rather wait for the 20-year model to show itself.
No, but but before you go on, what ghosts? What are you talking about? You said 5 incidents of what?
Well, I know the Winklevants. So what are their names? The Winkle, whatever their names are. They were involved with some of this when it first started, and then whichever one they were involved with at the time, the money just came up missing. And that's the first time I heard somebody say, "Well, there's no sheriff at the door with this thing."
No, look at it like, think of it this way, bro. Think of it like this, right? Bitcoin think of it as a commodity, as like gold, right? Gold is it's a physical thing that you can hold in your hand, and you can trade it. You can do whatever you want with it. I can set up a Ponzi scheme right now involving gold and take everybody's money. That has nothing to do with gold, though. Bitcoin as a network has not been hacked. It has not been exploited. None of that has happened. You can't blame a commodity Bitcoin for things that people have done with it.
Oh, okay. So for me, that's even worse. So it's like if I can't blame people who've manipulated the system, let's just call it the system, then I God bless everybody that's winning. That I'm just gonna leave it at that. God bless everybody that's winning.
That's what I'm saying. Do what you're doing if you're doing it well.
Yeah, I guess like I said, maybe I'm not doing a good job of explaining it. It seems
No,
really
you
complicated.
are.
It's not very
You
easy.
actually are doing a great job of explaining it.
Mhm.
It's just to a former drug dealer, I don't like getting fronted no dope. I don't like nobody who I may have to owe, who may kill that cat and say, no, you are no longer owe BMT, you owe me. Well, who is you? I'm the dude that got rid of BMT. Well,
Yeah, but
what
that's
type
the
of rules
beauty.
to the game is this? Well,
But no, but
that's
that's
the fuck.
no, that's the beauty of Bitcoin. The beauty is that there is no one behind it. It's just like gold, and we can trade it. We can do whatever we want, right?
Yeah.
We don't like the government can't inflate our currency 3% every single year, or decide to just put money into market quantitative easing. The government can't do that. We control it. It's up to us.
But that's not necessarily a good thing, man. There's no regulation. Like, we can't hold nobody accountable with Bitcoin.
Who do you need to hold? But again, so instead of Bitcoin, think about gold, right? If I go and put a gold bar into your hand, anybody could come steal it. Somebody could talk you out of it. Any of these things could happen, right? Are you gonna let no regulation stop you from holding a bar of gold?
No, but it's just
it's the same concept. I don't trust the government. I trust myself.
It's hard for guys that deal with stocks and just have more of a foundation. The stocks been going on for what, 400 some damn years.
Stocks are worse though. Stocks are centralized. You don't have anything in your hand.
Like Mr. Research said, like, you working off a 10-year model, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard that
they're not worse. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that they're worse. I'm saying they're worse in terms of it's more controlled. There's more market manipulation. It's more centralized. Yeah, there is. But like I said, I get it. It's been going on for years, so that's cool. And it ain't for everybody. But I'm just pointing out it's a good opportunity. I think people should study it. There's a channel. It's called 99 Bitcoin. They have a let me see if I can find the link. But if you just look up 99 Bitcoin, he has a good thing where he can explain all of this stuff to you with diagrams and everything.
Okay. All right, let's do this, fellas. Let's do this because I gotta dip on out, man. They about to shut us down out here in Colombia. So I want to do a show sometime this week. I'm gonna see if I can get you back on my Foster, Mr. Research, and Bradshaw. I'm gonna bring my boy Bobby McKnight on, and we're gonna chop it up on whether it's better to invest into stocks or is it better for brothers to invest into crypto. We're gonna have a whole show on this. And like, yeah, you're right, Bradshaw. Like, we don't know, but we're just gonna talk it out, man. Because this show was originally supposed to be about the Colombia shutting down, so I don't want to go too far deep into it, because brother's got a short attention span. So,
we all like money.
Say that one time, right?
It's hard to be into something you don't understand what it is. You know what I mean? It's hard.
That's why we're going to do a whole show on this. We're going to do it sometime, maybe tomorrow. We're going to do it sometime this week. We're going to just say, hey, man, is stocks better for brothers to do a portfolio, or is it more or less do brothers really start putting their investments into Bitcoin? Because this is very important. This is a very important subject.
But the weird part about it is this, though. You become a millionaire a lot of different ways through stock, and I find out. You have your dividend shares, right? You have dividends that will pay you for the rest of your life, and you can pass it on to your kids.
Right.
The dividend shares. You have your ETFs. You have a lot of different ways you could do it. You could do the shorts, or you could sell. So there's a lot of different ways. I don't know. I know only a small part of it. Like I said, I am going to shut this one down that I have, and I'm going to let that just grow. And then I'm going to start putting $400 to $500 every month in my dividend share. So now I'm making different streams out of stock market, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up having like 4, 5, maybe 6 different streams out of the stock market because I have different companies that I'm running with. And if you do something like that, in 5 years we could be. My thing is, look, in 5 years I want to be most likely in DR. in a big ass house overlooking the water, and you probably won't hear about me again. Like I keep telling people. And I'll have a house. I'll have a house in Colombia that I go visit 3 to 4 times a year, and one in Panama, and I'm done. So if this stock, and the beautiful thing is this, the first time in my life I actually saw myself getting the money without my job or 401ks and none of that. Once I started going into this stock and I started seeing the possibility and how quick I was making money, I said, oh, I could retire quicker now. So let me put on my focus on this money. There's so many different ways. And once you see FIRE, financial independence, retire early, and you see people are doing it, you start saying, whoa, why can't I do it now? Why can't I retire in 5 years and just wait until I'm 62 and then retire again? So I get a nice little check. But why can't I go to DR, open a supermarket, a fancy supermarket, and I'll have other people waiting for me, working for me? You buy a supermarket for $900,000, nice little luxury supermarket. You have a super manager and everything else out there. You hire a waitress there or a person up there, and you come and collect your money. Easy gig.
Nice.
I'm saying.
Well, all right, fellas. Before we go too deep into this, let's convene on this tomorrow or sometime this week, man, because it's a lot of brothers that's we about 50-50 in the chat. You got brothers that's talking about stocks, you got brothers talking about Bitcoin. So we're gonna come together and do a whole show on it because I don't want to get too deep into it. But this video was originally about Colombia shutting down, right?
True.
So let's just everybody say closing statements, and we're gonna go ahead and be on out. Starting with you, Mufasa. What you want to say, brother?
Oh no, that was it, man. I was excited about coming to Colombia, man. Sucks that it's down. I would go you were telling people to switch up. I would say this. I was about to go to Brazil when I figured out that Jamaica had a curfew, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't set up no plans and I had a little bit of time, so I ended up going to Jamaica. The curfew was 100 times worse than I thought it would be. Having a curfew, it was 100 times worse, bro. So if that man, I would take Aaron's advice. Push that trip back, bro, or go somewhere else. That curfew is worse than you thinking, I'm telling you. I was thinking like it's only 8 o'clock, you know what I mean? I was like, that's cool. I can do my thing and then. Nah, man. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. As far as the Bitcoin, I would just say just check it out. Look up BTC. You can see how it's doing this year as far as the market, not to make it all about BTC, but just look it up yourselves, and understand also too when you want to be making your investment when everyone else is unsure, when everyone else is scared, that's how you make money. You get what I mean? The safe bet never makes as much money. Just remember that. But yeah, that's it.
Mr. Research, what's going on, brother? Any last statements? Yeah, take yourself off mute, Mr. Research. You're on mute. All right, we'll let him get his. Branjur, any last statements, brother?
Yeah, man. Just say, hey, thanks again for having me over. It's been a pleasure. Like people don't know, Black Man Travels, an awesome YouTube channel. I'm a member. I think a lot of people here are members. A lot of wealth. If you want to get in touch with me about this, you could actually get in touch with me through there too. I do post stuff up there too. So I always try to give my man Aaron his due because he's created a beautiful platform where we can get together and talk about almost anything. So if you want some more information, please, Black Man Travel. It's on Facebook. I'm sorry, it's on Facebook.
Right.
Become a member and we could all just hang out, man.
Yeah, we can chop it up, man. All right, Mr. Research, you there yet? I think he might have dipped out. Okay, well, brothers, we'll end the stream. We're going to do this again, man. We're going to really chop it up tomorrow or sometime this week, but I'm going to let you know for sure. I posted in the on the YouTube stream. Mr. Research, you there? Somebody just came back on. Okay.
Take a look at that thing too, man. I'm not gonna be able to come on and like talk against stocks. I will talk for crypto though. You know what I mean? Because stocks is cool. I got nothing against stocks. I hold some stock.
It's really. I just want to just get out and open because, like I say, man, when I was working at the Parque Yeres, I ran to a crypto dude, and the whole conversation was about crypto. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the stock market, so it's a good conversation that brothers need to have. You know, what's the best to invest in to free yourself financially? That's what it's all about. Brothers want to quit their jobs and want to be able to live abroad and travel the world. Is stocks a better option or is it crypto a better option? That's what we're going to get down to sometime this week.
All right.
So, all right, fellas.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace. Good show. Great show. All right, fellas, we are out.